translating them, and they're also out there. But in truth, they're neither out there nor in here. They're just there, and I am that. I am whatever I am experiencing at the moment. If I think I am the past, then I go back to a me idea. And I lose my clarity, and I lose my peace. You see, the greatest fear, and why people keep identifying with an image, it is because they feel they have to do something about their life. We've been conditioned into that. Practically every psychology book you read. Be an achiever, be a success. You know, plan your life. But you will find that there is one great success in your life when you do what you love to do. Why? Because you're not doing it. Love is doing it. Love takes over, you see? And you become that. So it's really, it's all about that. You are this moment itself. Anything you add to it is fear. See that? Anything you add to being more is that. Now you might say, but aren't I my body? Your body has been recycling so many times. So we here go into change. Okay? How are we going to find out and live from this simple truth? By understanding that everything changes. Everything changes. There is not one iota of anything that doesn't change. Whether it's intellectual, whether it's physical, whether it's metaphysical, it doesn't matter in what form it is. Everything changes. And then, through that change, we discover the truth. Why? Because eventually when you start looking, you see everything changes. And the moment you see everything changes, you couldn't be the change. Because if you were the change, you couldn't see the change. You can only see the change as long as there is an unchanging part in you that looks. You see, your body, you were a child, and then you were a teenager, now you're a woman. Okay? And your body has recycled through 3 times. But when I ask you, who are you that body? Well, I was all 3, right? But who was all 3? The one who was always aware in all of them. See? The one who never budged. The one that never moved. But another thing is, and you've heard this before, but to feel it. The whole point of satsang is not to listen to the words alone, because goodness knows, we've heard them enough. But the point is to resonate with it, just like a song. You know, you may hear a song very, very often, but if you love the song, it becomes deeper and deeper, and it takes over until you become the song. So it's the same with words at satsang. You become these words because your heart opens up and begins to listen. So, yeah, where was I getting at? So where was I before I said the song?
Who are you? What are we?
Okay, no, that was the theme. The last one? Okay. What was I saying last few words? No?
You are everything.
You are everything. You are everything?
Whatever you're experiencing.
Whatever you are, okay. Let's go from there. Whatever you are experiencing. Okay? It is your awareness experiencing. Now here comes the important point. Your awareness experiencing. Where did I make a mistake here? Your awareness experiencing. Did I make...
You just awareness experience. Doesn't that separate it?
Yes, I said your awareness experiencing. Yeah. There is no your awareness.
Right. It's just
awareness experience.
And awareness is by its very nature is experiencing because it's aware. That's right. Integrated into it.
Integrated into it. In fact, you can't separate them. But yet, awareness is. You see? It is not the experience, but yet it is. But yet you can never separate it from the experience. But its nature just is. You see? And when we understand the difference between awareness and thought, because experience is always a thought, is always a movement of energy. Awareness is not a movement. Awareness is that eternal truth of you called love. The moment we begin to see the difference between the two, awareness and thought, then we see that both are one. And it is through that that we understand oneness. You see, that is the how do you think. Now we go back to change. Now we were talking about change, how everything changes, and yet in order for you to experience change, you have to be changeless. Can you experience the change if you were the change yourself? Feel it out, please. It takes quite a bit of heart knowing here because the mind cannot do it. Can you experience change if your awareness was changing all the time? It was a youthful awareness and it was yours, and then it became a teenage awareness that was yours, which of course is not possible. So can awareness change? And also, can you see change if you, the real you, the essence of you changed? Takes quite a bit of looking, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. It's quite a realization. You can only see change as long as that part of you does not change. Because if it did change, you couldn't see the change. You'd be enmeshed in it. You'd be totally caught in it. And you'd never see it. But the moment you say, I want to see what is, you see nothing but change. And the moment you start seeing everything as change, you begin to realize there is this awareness that never changes. It remembers when I was a child, it remembers when I was a teenager, it remembers all the different personalities and different names and everything. But it itself was always looking, witnessing, being. And here's